Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new here, I'm a board certified family physician and I've been practicing medicine right here in the United States for over a decade. I see patients every single day, working moms, busy dads, college students, retirees, people from all walks of life. And I also host this YouTube channel because I genuinely believe that understanding your body is one of the most empowering things you can do for yourself. Today, I want to talk about something that I know a lot of you have probably wondered about at some point. Have you ever looked down at your fingernails, maybe while you're sitting at your desk or waiting at a red light or just relaxing on the couch? And notice those little vertical ridges running from the cuticle all the way to the tip. You know exactly what I mean. They feel rough, dry, almost like corrugated cardboard, and they don't have that healthy shine anymore. They look tired, they look worn out, and then you start to worry. You ask yourself, what is this? Is my body trying to tell me something? Is something actually wrong with my health? And it doesn't stop there. I also see a lot of young women in my practice, really health conscious women who take good care of themselves, who spend money on nice products, who pay attention to how they look, but their nails are so brittle that they break with the slightest bump. They reach for something, they bump their hand against the counter and snap. There goes a nail. They spend good money on expensive nail strengtheners, cuticle oils, even regular salon treatments. And honestly, the results are usually disappointing. The problem keeps coming back no matter what they try. They come to my office frustrated and say, Doctor, I've tried everything. I've tried all the products on the market. I've spent a fortune. What am I missing? Why won't this go away? So let me say this very clearly today, and I want you to really hear this and take it to heart. When your nails look like this, I need you to stop focusing on the nail itself. I need you to stop thinking about which polish or which treatment might fix it. I want you to look deeper. I want you to look inside your body. And specifically, I want you to look at your liver, because that organ, the one that works around the clock 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to filter your blood, process nutrients, and clear out waste, that organ may be sending you a cry for help through those tiny ridges. If you don't understand that signal, if you just treat the symptom on the surface without finding the root cause, you could be setting yourself up for much bigger problems down the road, and I don't want that for you. Now, if you go to a conventional doctor, and I say this as a conventional doctor myself, they might run some basic labs and say, oh, it's probably a vitamin deficiency. Or you might be low on certain minerals, or maybe it's just poor nutrition, try eating better, and they'll send you home with a list of supplements, a multivitamin, some biotin, maybe a few other things in bottles and jars, and tell you to take them on schedule. You take them for a few weeks. Maybe you feel a little better mentally because you're doing something, you're taking action, but does that deep ridge actually go away? Usually not. Does the underlying problem get solved? Why? Because we're only looking at the surface. We're not fixing the real problem underneath. We're treating the symptom, not the cause. There's an old concept in traditional medicine that I find incredibly useful, and it goes like this. The brilliance of the liver is shown in the nails. What does that mean? Let me break it down for you in plain English. Brilliance here means luster, radiance, the external manifestation. The way something looks on the outside reflects what's happening on the inside. It's telling us that the health and vitality of your internal organs, whether their function is strong and whether their energy and blood are abundant, are reflected on the outside of your body, and your nails, both fingernails and toenails, are one of the primary windows into your liver. So in plain, simple English, how is your liver function? Is your blood supply rich enough? The most direct display is right there at your fingertips. Think about it this way. A healthy person with smooth liver function and plenty of good blood flowing through their system will have nails that are pink, shiny, strong, and smooth to the touch. They'll have that little white half moon at the base, that little crescent shape that we all look for. It's a good sign. It's a sign of vitality. Now imagine a giant, beautiful tree, maybe an oak tree or a maple tree in your backyard. If the roots are deep and the water and nutrients are abundant, the leaves at the tips of the branches will be lush, green, vibrant, and full of life. In this framework, your liver is the root system and your nails are the leaves at the tips. When your leaves, your nails become dry, ridged, brittle, and dull, is that a problem with the leaf itself? Or is it a sign that the roots are struggling? The answer is obvious. It's the roots, it's your liver. The leaves are just telling you what's happening underground. So vertical ridges on your nails are a classic sign of what we call liver blood deficiency. Let me explain what that means in terms that make sense. Your liver is like a storage warehouse. It stores blood during the day. That blood circulates to your limbs, your brain, your organs, all over your body, keeping everything running. At night, when you're resting, when you're sleeping, that blood returns to the liver for filtering, detoxifying, storing, and regenerating. It's like a warehouse that receives shipments, sorts them, cleans them, and sends them back out. If your liver is overtaxed and the blood supply is low, it's like the warehouse shelves are half empty. There's just not enough extra blood to send out to nourish those distant leaves, your nails without that nourishment. They become dry, and those ridges appear like cracks in dry, parched earth, like the ground in a drought. And if those ridges are not only deep but also dark, dull, or uneven, if they look almost bruised or discolored, that's an even stronger signal. That tells me there's not just a deficiency, but also some kind of blockage, what we might call stagnation. The pathways are clogged, some toxins, some metabolic waste, some stuck materials are building up and not clearing out. And when I say toxins, I want to be very clear. I don't just mean chemical toxins from the environment, the way we use that word in Western medicine, like pesticides or pollution in this broader framework. I mean anything that disrupts your body's natural flow and balance, things like stuck energy, poor circulation, undigested food residues, cold dampness, damp heat. All of these can be considered toxins in the broader sense. They're all things that block your body's natural processes, that clog the system, that prevent things from moving as they should. So when you look down and see those unwanted ridges, please, I'm saying this with genuine care and concern for you. Don't just run out and buy another nail treatment. Don't buy another expensive product at the drugstore or the salon. That's like putting a Band-Aid on a broken pipe. It's a temporary cover-up that doesn't fix the underlying problem. What you really need to do is pause and take a hard, honest look at your daily life. How did we get here? How did this internal sludge build up in your liver? Where are these toxins actually coming from? What are you doing or not doing that's causing this? If we want to clean it out, we have to understand the main sources of this internal gunk. Your liver in this framework is called the general of the army. Think about that. A general, it's in charge of strategy, of defense, of keeping everything running smoothly. It's in charge of the smooth flow of energy, blood storage, and detoxification. It's powerful, but it has weaknesses. There are a few things it absolutely cannot stand. If you keep subjecting it to these, even the toughest general will eventually break down, will eventually get overwhelmed, will eventually start sending out distress signals. So let's break them down one by one in plain language that makes sense to all of us. Source number one, emotional toxins, stress, anger, and frustration. I cannot emphasize this enough, and I say this to my patients every single day. Your emotional state has a direct and powerful effect on your physical health. It's not just in your head, it's in your body. Out of all the emotions, the one that hits your liver the hardest is anger. There's a reason you feel flushed, hot, and tense when you're furious. Your face gets red, your heart pounds, your muscles tighten. Your liver is in charge of keeping everything flowing smoothly, like a highway system with traffic moving freely in all directions. But when you get angry, or when you live in a constant state of stress, frustration, or depression, it's like throwing 100 roadblocks onto that highway. You cause a massive traffic jam. Nothing moves. Everything gets backed up. This is what we call liver chi stagnation. Now think about modern life in America today. You're under pressure at work. Your boss is demanding. You have deadlines. You have quotas. You can't snap at your boss. So you swallow your frustration, you come home, the kids are acting up, or you have a disagreement with your partner about the household chores, about the bills, about the schedule, more irritation, more frustration. You hold it in, then late at night, you're lying in bed, scrolling through your phone, reading news that makes you anxious and upset, watching videos that stress you out day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. Your liver is like a balloon being blown up bigger and bigger until it feels like it's about to pop. And here's the critical part that I want you to remember. Energy is the commander of blood. When energy flows, blood flows. When energy is stuck, blood gets stuck too. That stagnation, that dead blood becomes a toxin itself. It takes up space and your liver function suffers. The old garbage can't get out and the new, fresh blood can't get in. The result, deep, dark, stubborn ridges on your nails. Your liver's way of saying, I need help. So if you remember only one thing from this entire video, let it be this: the first and most important step to a healthy liver is managing your stress and your emotions. It's not about taking a pill. You can buy all the supplements in the world. You can live in the biggest house on the block. You can drive the nicest car. But if you're constantly stressed, Anxious and angry, you're fighting a losing battle. Try to let things go a little. You're not going to solve everything overnight. Find healthy ways to decompress. Go for a walk, do some exercise, talk to a friend, write in a journal, or just take 5 minutes to breathe deeply. Find a place where you can be alone and just let it out. Don't bottle it all up inside. That's the most important thing. Source number 2, dietary toxins, what you're putting on your plate. They say you are what you eat. And for your liver, that is incredibly true. Your liver is your body's major processing center and detoxification hub. Every single thing you eat and drink has to be processed and filtered by it. If you're constantly sending it processed junk it can't handle, you're just piling on the workload and creating more toxins. It's like asking a worker to process garbage all day long. Eventually they get overwhelmed. First, let's talk about what I call the cold factor. This is something that a lot of people don't even think about. They reach for a cold drink, they grab ice cream, they eat a big salad straight from the fridge, and they don't realize the impact. In many traditional medical systems, digestion relies on a kind of internal fire. This fire, driven by your digestive organs, helps cook and process the food you eat. When you drink iced beverages, eat ice cream, have big cold salads as meals, or eat fruit straight from the fridge, it's like pouring a bucket of cold water on that fire. Your digestive system gets sluggish and weak. Instead of creating nourishment, it creates dampness, a heavy, sticky, cold sludge that slows everything down and blocks the flow. Think about wet, heavy mud. That's what we're talking about. When this dampness combines with stress-induced stagnation, it can create a damp heat that's very hard to clear, and that is a root cause of many liver issues, including fatty liver and chronic inflammation. And remember, your digestive system is the source of your blood. If you turn off the fire, you simply can't make enough good blood to nourish your liver, and when liver blood is deficient, those ridges on your nails will just keep getting worse. Second, we have the grease factor. We all love a good burger, fried chicken, or crispy fries now and then. I get it, I'm human too. I enjoy those things occasionally, but those deep fried, greasy, heavy foods are a major burden. Think of them as thick, sticky sludge, the kind of grease that builds up in your kitchen sink, thick and hard to wash off. If you eat more fat and grease than your system can process, that undigested material becomes a kind of pathological phlegm, not the kind you cough up, but a heavy clogging substance that gums up your internal machinery. When this phlegm and dampness accumulate in the liver, it's like wrapping your liver in a thick layer of grease. It can't function properly, the flow is blocked. This is the foundation for conditions like fatty liver, high cholesterol, and gallbladder problems. I often tell my patients one deep fried meal takes your liver 3 days to fully clean up. 3 days, occasional indulgence is one thing. Once in a while, at a birthday party or a holiday, but if it's a daily habit, if you're eating fast food several times a week, you're really making your liver work overtime for no good reason. Third, let's talk about alcohol in this framework. Alcohol is considered a damp heat substance. Sure, in small amounts, some traditional texts say it can help move blood, but let's be honest, when was the last time you or anyone you know had just a tiny sip? Most people have multiple drinks, and often to the point of intoxication. The vast majority of that alcohol, over 90%, must be processed right there in your liver. The byproducts of that breakdown, like acetaldehyde, directly damage liver cells and create a lot of internal heat and dampness. You know, that red-faced, oily skin, sometimes puffy look that some heavy drinkers get. That's a classic sign of internal damp heat. It's your liver shouting that it's completely overloaded. And no, a glass of red wine is not heart healthy for you if your liver is already struggling for you. In this moment, any alcohol is a toxin, period. Fourth, we have chemical toxins from processed foods. How much of our modern diet is truly natural? Walk down the aisles of your local Walmart or grocery store. Look at the packaged foods, preservatives, artificial colors, flavor enhancers, thickeners, emulsifiers, pesticides, herbicides. These are all foreign substances that your liver has never evolved to handle. It has to figure out how to process them, how to break them down, and how to get them out. This takes an enormous amount of energy and resources. If you're constantly eating packaged snacks, instant noodles, deli meats, canned soups, or brightly colored drinks, your liver is working double shifts, 7 days a week. It has less time and energy to do its normal housekeeping, clearing out metabolic waste, repairing cells, keeping your blood clean over time. That takes a real toll. Your liver gets tired. Source number 3, sleep toxins, skimping on rest. This is especially important for anyone in their 20s, 30s, and 40s, the years when we tend to push ourselves the hardest. Your body operates on a daily rhythm. like a 24-hour internal clock. According to this system, there are specific times when different organs are most active. Between 11 p.m. and 1 a.m., the gallbladder is most active, and then between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m., that's the liver's peak time. These are the absolute golden hours for repair and detoxification. This is when your blood is supposed to return to the liver in large volume so it can do its deep cleaning, regeneration, and repair work. It's the liver's only real chance to rest and recuperate. If you're staying up late scrolling on your phone, watching videos, working, or playing video games during these hours, you're keeping that blood diverted to your brain, your eyes, and your muscles. The liver, starved of blood, simply cannot do its house cleaning. The toxins that should have been cleared out just pile up day after day, year after year. And here's another thing: your eyes are connected to your liver. In this framework, staring at screens for hours consumes a lot of that liver blood. That's why so many people who stay up late wake up with dry, red, irritated eyes. They feel gritty, they feel tired, they look tired. It's a direct sign that liver blood is being depleted. So I'll say it plainly: going to bed early, consistently, is more powerful than any expensive supplement you can buy. Good sleep is non-negotiable. It's not optional. If you're not sleeping, you're not healing. Source number 4, pharmaceutical toxins, over-relying on medications. Every medication you take, whether it's prescription or over-the-counter, has to be metabolized, and most of that work happens in the liver. A lot of people get into the habit of using pills for every little problem: a painkiller for a headache, an antibiotic for a cold, a sleeping pill for insomnia, an antacid for indigestion. This adds a huge detoxification burden to your liver, and if you look at the fine print on many medication labels, you'll see warnings about potential liver effects. If you're on multiple medications long-term for high blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol, or other chronic conditions, it's even more important to work closely with your doctor and make sure your liver function is being monitored regularly. Don't just pop a pill to cover up a symptom. Try to address the root cause, and please never self-prescribe. That's a dangerous habit. So now you see the full picture: emotional stress, poor diet, lack of proper sleep, and over-reliance on medications. These are the 4 major ways we create internal toxins and overload our liver. The vertical ridges on your nails are like the check engine light on your car dashboard. They're a warning. If you ignore them, the problems will only get worse. And if you're thinking, okay, I'll just take some herbs or supplements to fix this, I want to gently caution you: you cannot just add your way out of a liver problem. You have to first stop subtracting from it. It's like trying to fill a bucket with water while it has a giant hole in the bottom. You can pour all the supplements in the world in, but the bucket will never stay full. The first step is always to plug the hole to stop the behaviors that are causing the damage. Now that we've talked about what's hurting your liver, let's talk about what's helping it. But I want to be really clear: before you start adding anything new, you need to make some basic changes. If you're serious about giving your liver a break, if you really want to see those ridges fade and your health improve, there are 5 categories of things you absolutely need to cut back on or eliminate. I'm going to tell you exactly why each one is harmful and what happens inside your body when you consume them. This isn't a suggestion. This is the foundation. Number 1, icy cold and frozen things. This is a hard boundary, a non-negotiable. I know, it's hot outside, it's summer, and iced latte or a frozen smoothie sounds perfect. I get it. But from a digestive health perspective, this is one of the most common hidden stressors that nobody talks about. Your digestive system runs on a kind of internal fire. When you put something icy cold into your stomach, it's like throwing a bucket of cold water onto that fire. Your digestive process slows down dramatically. Instead of efficiently breaking down your food into nutrients, it creates a heavy, cold, sluggish residue, what we call cold dampness. This dampness blocks the flow of energy and blood. And because your digestive system is the primary source of the blood that nourishes your liver, when you turn off the fire, you starve the liver. That's why many people who love cold drinks have pale, tired-looking nails, loose stools, and a general feeling of heaviness. So my simple advice: switch to room temperature or warm water. Drink herbal teas, avoid ice in your drinks. Give your digestive fire a chance to stay lit. This is step 1. Number 2, fried, greasy, and deep-fried foods. Please cut way back. I'm not saying you can never have a French fry again. That would be unrealistic. But if your liver is already showing signs of distress, those foods are really working against you. They are heavy, oily, and hard to digest. They create that thick, sticky sludge we talked about, the kind that coats your liver and slows everything down. When your liver is wrapped in that kind of grease, it can't do its job. So for now, Choose lighter cooking methods, steaming, baking, boiling, or quick stir frying. Your liver has to work far less hard to process those foods, and that gives it more energy to repair itself. Number three, alcohol. If your liver is struggling, this has to go. I know this is a tough one for a lot of people. But let me be direct and honest with you because that's my job. If you have deep ridges, brittle nails, fatigue, dry eyes, a bitter taste in your mouth in the morning, or any other sign of liver stress, any amount of alcohol is a burden. It doesn't matter if it's expensive wine, craft beer, or top shelf whiskey, the ethanol is the same. It creates internal heat and dampness, it damages liver cells, and it takes priority over all other detox work. And no, don't tell me about studies saying red wine is good for your heart. That's for people who are already healthy for you. Right now, it's not helpful. So, for the next few months at least, give your liver a complete vacation from alcohol. Once your nails are healthy again, once your energy is back, once your body is stronger, you can reconsider in small amounts on special occasions, but not now. Number four, processed, packaged, and artificial foods. Toss them out. This one is simple. If you can't pronounce the ingredient, if it looks like a science experiment, don't eat it. Those bright colors, long shelf lives, and artificial flavors come at a cost. Your liver doesn't recognize those chemicals as food. It sees them as foreign invaders and has to use precious energy to try to clear them out. That energy should be used for repairing and regenerating. So walk down the aisles of your grocery store differently. Focus on the outer edges, the fresh produce, the meat and fish, the dairy, the whole grains. Buy food that looks like food. Your liver will thank you. Number five, excessive sugar and artificial sweeteners. Cut them down. Sugar is not just empty calories. In excess, it creates dampness in the body, that heavy, sluggish internal environment that blocks flow and feeds problems. Too much sugar from any source overwhelms your liver's ability to process it, and it gets converted into fat. That's why you see so many people who don't drink alcohol still getting fatty liver. It's called non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. And sugar is one of the biggest drivers. And artificial sweeteners, those zero-calorie sodas and diet treats that so many people reach for. They're chemical compounds that your liver has to process, and they also disrupt your gut bacteria, which affects your overall health. So if you're serious about liver health, start cutting back on the sweet stuff. Use natural sweetness in moderation, like a little honey or fruit, and give your liver a break from all that artificial processing. Now, having said all of that, now that we've cleared the deck and set the boundaries, and now that we know what to avoid, let's talk about the good stuff. What can you eat and drink to support your liver? There are some wonderful natural foods that have been used for generations to help the liver heal, regenerate, and function better. These are your allies. Here are 8 of them, and I want you to think of them as tools in your toolkit, practical, everyday things you can add to your routine. Number 1, all kinds of green leafy vegetables. This is the most fundamental and important category in many traditional systems. The color green is associated with the liver. Think of springtime, everything is green, growing, and full of life. That's the energy your liver needs. So dark leafy greens like spinach, kale, collard greens, Swiss chard, broccoli, mustard greens, and arugula are incredibly powerful. They help your liver clear heat, move stagnation, and support detoxification. Spinach, for example, is both green and blood building, perfect for those ridges caused by blood deficiency. It's often called the king of blood building vegetables. Broccoli and other cruciferous greens contain compounds that help activate your liver's natural detox enzymes. Even celery, which is a little bitter and cooling, can help clear liver heat. Great if you're someone who gets headaches, red face, or high blood pressure. And leeks or green onions, they're warming and help move energy, which is helpful for stagnation. They're sometimes called gut cleansing vegetables. So make it a goal to eat a big serving of leafy greens every single day. Steam them, saute them lightly, or have a big salad. Don't overcook them. Just a quick blanch or a light stir fry preserves their vitality. This is the basic maintenance your liver needs. Number 2, goji berries. You've probably seen these little red berries in health food stores or on the shelf at Whole Foods. They're sweet, chewy, and packed with nutrients. In traditional use, they're famous for nourishing liver blood and improving vision. Remember, your eyes are the window to your liver. If your nails are showing ridges and your eyes feel dry and tired, goji berries are a wonderful addition. They're very gentle and effective. Toss a small handful, about 15 to 20 berries, into your water bottle. Add them to your morning oatmeal or just eat them as a snack. If you're brewing tea, You can throw them into, just make sure you actually eat the berries at the end. Don't just drink the liquid and throw them away. That's where a lot of the goodness is. The only caution, if you have active infections, fever, or loose stools, you might want to wait until those clear up before adding goji berries. Number 3, chrysanthemum flowers. If goji berries are for nourishing, chrysanthemum is for clearing. It's especially helpful if you tend to run hot, if you get irritable, have headaches, red eyes, a bitter taste in your mouth, or feel dizzy and tense. That's what we call liver fire. Chrysanthemum tea is a simple, safe way to cool that down. Combine it with goji berries for a perfect balance. One nourishes, one clears, one cools, one replenishes. It's a classic combination and it works beautifully. If your eyes are especially dry and your fire is high, you can even drink chrysanthemum tea on its own. Number 4, dandelion. You might see dandelions as weeds in your yard, something to be pulled out and thrown away, but they are actually a powerhouse for liver health. Dandelion root and leaves have a long history of supporting detoxification. It helps your liver do its job more efficiently, especially if you have signs of damp heat, like oily skin, sluggish digestion, yellow tongue coating, dark urine, acne, or bad breath. It's known in some circles as the queen of herbs for the liver. It goes straight to work clearing out heat, dampness, and stagnation. Modern research even shows it can help protect and repair liver cells. You can eat fresh dandelion leaves in a salad. They're a little bitter but refreshing, like arugula, or you can find dried dandelion root tea in most health food stores. Drink a small cup daily. Just be mindful. Dandelion is cooling, so if you tend to be cold or have loose stools, start with a small amount and you might want to combine it with some warming herbs to balance it out. Number 5, juju dates. These are often called Chinese red dates, and they may seem like they're just for the digestive system, but here's why they matter for your liver. The blood that your liver stores comes from your food processed by your digestive system. If your digestive system is weak, you can't produce enough blood to nourish your liver. Juju dates strengthen your digestive system, so you make more and better blood, which your liver can then store and use. It's a simple, sweet, and effective way to build your foundation. You can eat 3 to 5 daily, add them to teas, or cook them in soups. There's even a classic, simple formula made from juju dates, wheat, and licorice that's been used for centuries to calm the mind and soothe irritability. Some even call it a traditional antidepressant of sorts. It works on the connection between the liver and the mind. Number 6, Schizandra berry. This is a fascinating berry because it contains all 5 flavors: sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and pungent. In traditional medicine, that's said to benefit all your organs, but it's especially helpful for your liver. Its sourness helps hold and gather resources. So while other foods send blood and energy to your liver, Schizandra helps keep them there, preventing waste and leakage. It's excellent for people who are depleted from chronic stress, late nights, or overwork. Modern research even shows it can protect liver cells from damage and help lower certain liver enzymes. You can brew it in tea, but it's quite sour, so you might want to mix it with some goji berries or a little honey. Just be cautious if you have active infections or a lot of damp heat, because its astringent quality might hold things in that you want to push out. Number 7, artichoke. This is a well-known liver tonic, especially in European herbal traditions, and it's becoming more popular here in the US too. Artichoke works by supporting your liver's production and flow of bile. Bile is the fluid your liver makes to help you digest fats and carry waste out of your body. When bile flows better, your liver can push out toxins more effectively. It's the same principle as traditional approaches to clearing heat and moving stagnation. It's also helpful for digestion, fatty liver, and high cholesterol. You can eat fresh artichoke if you enjoy it and have the patience to prepare it, or you can find artichoke supplements or teas in many stores. It's a gentle, effective supporter. Number 8, mung beans. You might know these as a healthy side dish or soup ingredient. In many traditions, mung beans are considered a powerful detox food, sometimes called the number 1 detox bean. They are cooling and help clear heat and toxins from the body, especially from the liver. By promoting urination, if you've been eating a lot of heavy food or you feel sluggish and heaty, a simple mung bean soup can be very helpful. Don't overcook them. If you're using them for detox, cook them until they just start to soften and the broth is still light green. That's when their detox properties are strongest. If you're cooking them for longer to support digestion and make them more warming, you can cook them until they break down. Either way, they're versatile and beneficial. Just be aware that mung beans are cooling, so if you're generally cold or on certain medications, don't overdo it. So let's put all of this together. We've gone from a tiny vertical ridge on your nail all the way to the internal health of your liver, from the symptom to the root cause to the solutions. What I really want you to understand is this: your body is always talking to you every single day. It's sending you reports through your nails, your skin, your energy, your mood, your sleep, your digestion. Those reports are valuable. Learning to read them is a powerful life skill. It's the wisdom of seeing the small signs and understanding the big picture. But here's the most important part: healing your liver is not about a 1 week detox or a single magic tea. It's not about buying one product and calling it done. It's a long-term commitment. The 8 foods I just shared are your allies. They help you clear the gunk and rebuild your blood. But the real heroes are you and your daily habits. You have to make changes that stick. It's not about perfection, it's about consistency, and you need to have the determination to follow through. So let me leave you with 4 pillars of liver health that I want you to build into your life starting today. These are not optional suggestions. These are the foundation. Make them a part of your daily routine, like brushing your teeth or having your morning coffee. 1, manage your emotions. Practice letting things go. Find healthy ways to release frustration: exercise, talking to a friend, journaling, deep breathing. Your liver needs you to stop holding on to stress. When your energy flows, everything flows: your relationships, your work, your health. It all gets better. 2, eat clean. Cut out the ice, the fried food, the processed junk, the excess sugar, and the alcohol. Focus on real whole foods, especially green vegetables and the liver-friendly foods we discussed. Give your liver a break from constant processing. Make these changes a habit, like eating and drinking. They should become second nature. 3, sleep on time. Be in bed and asleep by 11 p.m. at the latest. Let your liver do its nightly repair work. This alone can make a massive difference. Don't sacrifice sleep for anything else. Nothing is more important than your health. 4, move your body. Gentle daily movement, walking, stretching, yoga, tai chi helps keep your blood and energy flowing smoothly. It prevents stagnation and supports your liver's work. You don't need to run a marathon, just move every day. If you incorporate these 4 habits into your routine and you consistently use some of those liver supporting foods, I promise you in about 3 months, you'll start to see real changes. Those vertical ridges will fade, your nails will become smoother, pinker, and stronger. Your energy will improve, your eyes will feel brighter, less dry, and most importantly, your liver will be healthier, cleaner, and more resilient than it has been in years. That's the goal: not just beautiful nails, but a strong, vibrant, healthy body from the inside out. You're not just treating a symptom. You're rebuilding your foundation. You're giving yourself a fresh start. You're taking control of your health in a real, meaningful way. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I know it was a longer conversation, but this stuff matters and your health is worth it. If you've tried any of these approaches, or if you have questions, please drop a comment below. I read them and I love hearing from you. And if there are other health topics you'd like me to cover, let me know. We'll do this again soon. And as always, remember, this video is for educational purposes only. Always consult your own doctor before making any changes to your diet, supplements, or lifestyle. I'm here to help you understand the science, not replace professional medical advice. If you're dealing with any health concerns, please schedule a visit with your primary care doctor. I'm here to help you understand the science, not replace professional medical advice. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.